Good morning and welcome to our daily sports show. Yeah, it's the daily sports show, not the morning show. Hey, hope you guys are all doing well listening. I've been listening to I've been reading the chat this morning. If you're a Ferrari fan, maybe it's better you turn off because it's unbelievable. I hope we have no lag. Let me know if we do. Yeah, it looks like we do. So that means old Vik has to. There you go. Yeah, I always forget to switch off all my information in the morning early. Yeah, so that should be better with the lag right now, right? So, what are we talking about? There you go. All right, so I hope that's a lot better, and let's get straight into it this morning. Look, we're not going to start with the Formula One. We're going to start to check out our topics. We're going to have international football. Obviously, we're going to do the whole US sports, NBA, NHL, NFL, Major League Baseball. Then we'll get into the motorsports, some winter sports, some sumo. We're going to go all around the world. A lot of things happened this week. I'm just going to make sure that I don't miss anything. Brian the Bear is in the house. Good morning. How are you doing, Brian? Lag, Rose Garden. Okay, still got a lag. Let me just see if there's anything else I can turn off. Is the lag any better? Somebody just let me know. But hey, so not a lot I can do otherwise. So let's start. We're going to start quickly. I know Vern mentioned this on the weekend, but I have to mention it as well. Big fan of George Foreman. Sadly passed away on Saturday. Great boxer, great man. Well beloved in the boxing community and all over the world. And he was one of the two men that made the biggest fight the world had ever seen, the Rumble in the Jungle. So rest in peace, George Foreman. What a fantastic man. And you'll be missed. But every time we put the barbecue or the braai or the grill or whatever you want to call it in your country on, I always think of George Foreman. Then we get into the Nations League. Now, I'm not a big fan of this whole stuff, but it's a news show, so you got to bring the news. There were the quarterfinals yesterday, and Germany-Italy drew 3-3, but Germany came through 5-4 in aggregate. Portugal eventually downed Denmark 5-2. That was also in extra time. Spain and Netherlands went into extra time. They even went into penalties, and Spain kept through. And France, after losing 2-0 in Croatia, won 2-0 at home, and they won on penalties as well. So what does that mean? That means the semi-finals will be Germany against Portugal, Spain against France. Those games all get played in Germany. Because the tournament is in Germany this year. So congratulations to those teams, and have a nice Nations League. I'm not getting into all the other Nation League games and stuff like that because that's just a load of crap. Then let's look at the US sport this morning. Okay, thanks, Ronnie. US sport this morning. We'll start with the NHL. And the Philadelphia Flyers lost 4-7 to the Chicago Blackhawks. The Sabres, the Buffalo Sabres beat the Winnipeg Jets 5-3. The Pittsburgh Penguins lost 3-4 to the reigning champion Florida Panthers. The Nashville Predators lost 1-4 to the St. Louis Blues. The Tampa Bay Lightning lost 2-4 to my Golden Knights. Thank you, Golden Knights, for that win. The Carolina Hurricanes beat the Anaheim Ducks 5-2. And the Boston Bruins got stomped by the LA Kings 7-2. Normally on a Monday we do all the tables, but I don't have a lot of time this morning. I've got some other things to do. So we're going to do all the tables tomorrow morning. Because on a Tuesday, there's not a lot of sport in any case. So we're going to go through all the tables tomorrow morning of the NBA and NHL and stuff like that. Then we get into the NBA. The Pelicans lost 130-136 to the Pistons. Cavaliers win again 120-91 against the Utah Jazz. The Philadelphia 76ers lose again 119-132 to the Atlanta Hawks. Surprise, surprise. The Hornets, the New Orleans Pelicans, Charlotte Hornets, they lose 105-122 to my Miami Heat. After 9 games in a row, the Heat eventually win one. The Spurs thrashed the Raptors 123-89. The Celtics beat the Trailblazers 129-116. The Nuggets beat the Rockets. That was a good game, 116-111. And the Thunder beat the Clippers 103-101. Like I said, tomorrow morning, all the tables. Then, sip here quickly, clean the throat. March Madness. It's going on. We're going to do the men today because they have kind of got all the teams into the Sweet 16. And this evening, the ladies play for the chance to get into the Sweet 16, and then we'll do the women tomorrow. Don't worry, I'm not a racist or sexist pig. I don't forget the ladies. So that's a look at how the top half of the draw looks at the moment. All the top teams are still in there. Were a few upsets, but check out your favorite. I mean, look, Florida's still in there, Houston, Kentucky, Tennessee, Texas Tech doing really well this season. So that's the top half of the draw. We go to the bottom half. Auburn is still in there. Duke is in there. Arizona, Michigan State. Ooh! Now I'd like to see Michigan beat Auburn and Michigan State beat Ole Miss and have that would be a fantastic battle. Alabama's still in there. The Crimson Tide are still in there. So yeah, looking very good. Now, I saw that my nephew was already on this morning. Morning, Isa. Morning, Ronnie. I saw my nephew Ryan. He texted me already this morning. Relax, son. It's all good. It's all good. Let's get into the motorsport. Let's start with the Formula One. All right. So who won the race in China? It was Oscar Piastri in front of his teammate Lando Norris, in front of George Russell and Max Verstappen. And then it should have been, could have been, would have been Charles Leclerc, and it would have been Lewis Hamilton. But they're gone. They're out of there. So it was Esteban Ocon in 5th, Kimi Antonelli scoring points again in 6th, Alex Albon in 7th, Oliver Bierman in 8th. The driver of the season, Lance Stroll. Even Lance Stroll's got more points than the Ferraris. Lance Stroll has got more points than Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc. You can't make this shit up. Lance, the Stroller Stroll. Daddy's boy, doing well this season. 2nd race in a row. He's dominating Alonso. Everybody's always on Lance Stroll's case. My new favorite driver, Lance Stroll. And last but not least, even Carlos Sainz got points. Williams, both of them got points. Well done to all those teams. So let's have a look at the Drivers' Championship. I don't even have a photo of Oscar Piastri today. I'm sorry, I forgot that. But look, that's the Drivers' Championship. There you see Lance Stroll. He has 10 points. Lewis Hamilton has 9 and Charles Leclerc has 8. How the mighty have fallen. How the mighty have fallen. Just a quick look at the constructors. In 1st place, you have Mercedes. In 2nd place, you have in McLaren. Then you have, well, they're both Mercedes. McLaren, Mercedes in 1st. Mercedes in 2nd. Red Bull in 3rd. Williams in 4th. And then you have Ferrari in 5th. And Haas Ferrari is around the corner to overtake Ferrari. I can't make this shit up. But look, we got to get into some people today. We got to talk about this debacle that is Ferrari. I read this morning that Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc went off their nut. I mean, they basically attacked Frederick Vasseur. Doesn't look like he's going to survive. This is the man. I call him the great cheater and a dumbass because, I mean, look, we got to give him the jackass of the day. I mean, his tactics are shit. Then he can't even get the cars set up right so that if they do score points, that it's not called cheating. Man, poor old Enzo. Enzo Ferrari is turning in his grave. I mean, look, I don't know. This is not good for Ferrari, and it's definitely not looking good for them. But to give you more insight in that, go check out the video that Vernon and Ryan did. They'll get into more detail. All I can say is that there is some news coming out today on all the Formula One sites that as early as the next Grand Prix, there could be a change at Red Bull. Sonoda could be in the Red Bull, and Liam Lawson could have to go for the Racing Bulls. I mean, you know, the Racing Bulls are actually doing quite well at the moment. But that is the shit show called the Formula One. So let's pass the Formula One. There was other good racing. There was the IndyCar, and the 2nd race in a row, Alex Palou, he won that. Fantastic. His 2nd race in a row that he's done that, and it's looking good. I watched a little bit of the highlights there. Real interesting race, and shout out to him. That's his car. That's the man, Alex Pilar. Looks good, that DHL car. Nice color scheme and everything. Beautiful, beautiful. Let me just give you the IndyCar standings at the moment. Alex Pilar obviously on top. Scott Dixon in second. Newgarden third. McLaughlin fourth. Kyle Kirkwood in fifth. So yeah, looking very good there. IndyCar, very exciting. Then we move to another good racing series. I mean, these racing series are knocking Formula One by a mile. This race was won by the man from Hendrick Motorsports, Kyle Larson, in front of his teammate Alex Bowen. So yeah, good weekend for Hendrick Motorsports. They won that race. Let me introduce you to Kyle Larson. That's his car, number 5 on Hendrick Motorsports, and that's the man. Yeah, doing well, doing well. Then we just give you the quick NASCAR standings. At the moment, Christopher Bell, you might get irritated when you see that the points. It's not always all about the points in NASCAR. The points only count after the win. So if you get 3 wins, you're on top. So the guys that have won the races, they're on top of the table, even though they might have less points than the guys below. Because you got to get into the top 16 because it's the playoffs in NASCAR. But that was the motorsport, and to all Ferrari, in Maranello, I think you better stop at making 50 Ave Marias, because I don't think it's going to look good for you again this weekend. I think it's this weekend. If Ryan will let you know in the chat there if it's this weekend. Hi Lawrence, good morning, good morning. So let's move on. Let's move on to something more exciting than the Formula One. The URC on the weekend. I know Vern went through all of them. Just going to put up the results there. I mean, Osprey's Connacht 43-40. That must have been a humdinger. I couldn't watch that one. But we did a lot of the live games of the South African teams. And yeah, it was a good weekend. It was a good weekend. So let's have a look at the bottom half of the table. You need to get into the top 8. But these are the guys still trying to get into the top 8. So you have Ulster, 32 points. You have, just put that over there. Benetton on 32. Edinburgh on 31. Connacht on 31. Lions on 30. Scarlets on 28 and Sebre on 27. They all could still have a good chance to make the playoffs. I think the Lions will make the playoffs because they have 4 home games coming up soon. But that's the bottom half of the table. So let's see who's moved into the top half. Listen here, I have to shout out to my brother Vern. Your Stormers, they are the first time this season I actually see them on the top of the table. Welcome to the top class, Stormers. You have now officially joined the top tier of rugby, where you have obviously the Sharks and the Bulls up there. Glasgow and Leinster lost the first game against the Bulls in a crazy match that we had live on our channel. No one saw that one coming at the end, but yeah, they did turn it. They did turn it around. And because we do love our Australian and our New Zealand friends, that's the Rugby Championships, not the Rugby Championship Cup, it's the Super Cup, don't worry. Those are the results of the weekend. Vern did all the results except for the Western Force against Drua, and the Western Force just smashed Drua. The island teams are not doing so well, Vern. I don't know what's going on there with them. But I'll give you the table quickly. So the Chiefs and the Crusaders are out in front. Some teams on 6-point games, some on 5. So the table is not quite set yet, but it's looking good. It's looking good. And we will have Super Rugby again this week. Don't worry. Then, just going to mention it quickly. Vern did a fantastic final update on the Sumo Basha there in Osaka. And yeah, I'm just going to shout out to my man there, Onosato. He won the tournament. I hope he gets Yokozuna. I hope he gets Yokozuna. He deserves it. It would be cool to get him as a Yokozuna. So we're going to give him a star of the day. Well done to Onosato. Onosato-san. The great man. Then, hey, winter sports. A lot of winter sports going on this week. So let me get straight into it. Listen here. I just want to... These are the 2 Burr brothers. You know, world class. Fantastic athletes. Like me and Vern. It's like me and Vern. You know, the only difference is here the younger brother is better. But with us, it's obviously me. So, yeah. So all I want to do, I don't even want to get into the results of the biathlon or anything because not that interesting yesterday. Shout out to Logrite who won the World Cup. But I just want to say a big thank you to the Burr brothers for the last 10 to 12 years. I'm a big biathlon fan, and these guys were fantastic. Everybody knows I love the Norwegians. And yeah, congratulations. They've both retired. I'm so sad that they actually retired a year before the Olympics, but they decided to both retire at the same time. So you guys enjoy your retirement. Thanks for all the lovely memories in the biathlon. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. Then we get into cross country. There was the 50 kilometers classic in Lahti, that's in Finland, and Johannes Kleber wins again in front of 3 of his Norwegian teammates. So yeah, so shout out to Mr. Kleber. There you go. This man is dominating the sport. I mean, he's the GOAT already of this sport. Then we had the 50 kilometers classic for the woman, and that was won by Teresa Johaug of Norway. Jeez, Norwegians doing well this weekend. And so I'm going to just put out, we'll leave that up there and put out Teresa Johaug. She came back 2 years ago and she's doing really, really well now. Then we move on to skiing. Yes, the Austrians. Congratulations to Rita, Antoine, and all the Austrian boys. Lukas Feuerstein, Feuerstein, it looks like he won it in front of Rafael Haase, a double win for the Austrians in front of 3 Swiss. But I'm sorry, Lukas Feuerstein, you're not getting your picture up there today because it's all about this man, Marco Automatic. He did win the Super G World Championships. I think that's for the 3rd time in a row now, so well done to him. Then we had the women's Super G, and whoa, Swiss on top of the table there. Lara Gut-Parami, she needed to win this race to win the Super G crystal ball that they call it, and she did in super style. Hey, but shout out to Lindsey Vaughan that came in 2nd, and the World Cup overall leader Federica Brignoni came in 3rd. But there you go, Lara Gut, well done, Lara. And last but not least, I am not going to forget you guys. Congratulations to the Canadian women's curling team. They beat the Swiss in the final 7-4, defended their title. The Swiss ladies have been in 6 finals in a row, won 4 and 4 golds and 2 silvers. So yeah, sometimes we have to come second. But congratulations to the Canadian women's curling team. And I'll let you guys know that beginning of next week, the men's curling starts. I will be putting you inform you about that. But listen here, guys, it's Monday. Have a great working week. Join me every morning this week, always at 7 o'clock Central European time for our daily sports show. And I'm off. I got to do some duties this morning. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Stay safe and see you soon.